Hey there, my name is Bruno. I go under the artist name Uevo, and I'm gonna do a video project for Aviary about the recording process, and I'm not sure yet what all the subjects are that I'm gonna cover, but we're gonna start off today with recording electric guitar. Because we all know electric guitar sounds beautiful if you get it through an amp, but sometimes we're not in the possibility to record an amp, or maybe you don't have an amp. And I'm gonna walk through some of the options and some tips and tricks for how you can do this. So first off, you need like a basic setup, so any computer will do. You need an audio interface. I use the Complete Audio 6 from Native Instruments, but there's a lot of other options. Here's some cheaper options that I found, like from Behringer. I think this goes from already from like $30. The Tascam US 4x4 also have this one, quite nice. The Scarlett, the Focusrite as classic, and that one from PreSonus. And these are all options between like 30 and 200 euros. Oh yeah, and then you need an electric guitar, of course. Let me grab mine. And give it some gain. First, make sure to tune your guitar. I use Logic Pro. I mean, any DAW will do. So I'm not gonna go into the details of Logic, but I made a preset in here. I've got the guitar is already like in a bus with 3 takes. I like to do it like this, so if one doesn't work out completely, I can go to the next one. And I've got some EQ and compressor on there for if I need it, and I've got Guitar Rig. Guitar Rig is basically amp simulation, and there's a lot of them out there. If you check on the internet and Google for some, you find a lot of options, from free ones, paid ones, all different kinds of models. Probably even your DAW has its own free amp simulator. I use this one because I like it and I've been working with it for a long time, and this is one of my presets that I often use. And clean, it sounds like or like the preset sounds like this. Okay, so very simple. This is kind of a version of an amp that was already in there, a preset that I adapted a bit. So you've got the amp. You've got the amp. There's a compressor. Then this channel gets split. I turned some stuff off here, the delays, and then you have Iceverb. So I recommend getting Guitar Rig or any other product like this, and just figuring a way, trying to or make your own presets or find some that you like and tweak them to your perfection, basically. Okay, this is one other one option. If you want to make a preset from scratch, then I often use, like, what already works for me is just going in here, getting the Twang reverb or the jazz amp. It's my favorite, and this already sounds amazing. The chorus is on. Not the biggest fan. But what do you do if you don't have an amp simulator, as I didn't have back in the day? I would just use a compressor, which, like, a guitar doesn't have a lot of signal, so I would kind of have to push it quite a lot. But this doesn't sound nice, right? It sounds a bit shit. So I would use this, then I would use an equalizer. I often just take guitar has a lot of low end. Like this. And then one of my favorite plugins, it's free, the TAL Reverb II. It's plate reverb, plate simulation. This was my sound for a lot of tracks. Okay, let's say I've got this part, right? Like just a simple loop. I would often make a simple drum beat beforehand before I start recording. Like, this really helps me to like stay in the flow, stay in the rhythm without having to listen to the metronome, because I fucking hate the metronome. And you have all possibilities for things that you want to do within this rhythm. Let's record it. Let's go for it. Let's record it. Enough for now. A bit too long. So I got a little loop. My guitar really has a lot of low end, so I mean there's also a low part, but I often like dip this low end by but it really depends per guitar. Alright. So that's one take, and now I would duplicate this. An important feature is to not get the sound exactly the same. So I'm gonna switch this, put my tone a little bit different, so it gets a bit of a different vibe, and then we go again. Nice, and now we take these channels and we pan them left, right, and then you get this. So then you get this nice stereo effect, and that's, I think that's my final trick for today. And from here on, just continue developing the beat. So often I would take away the drums, start putting in a new pattern. Maybe I'll still do that for this video, I don't know. And then try to fine tune it, add some keys, add some bass, etc. And yeah, that's it. Cheers, see you next week. Or next week, see you next month. One video a month, every month, guys. Let's go.